right, here we are in a beautiful Lake Havasu City morning. Handling a few cars, multiple car collection here in Lake Havasu. We're going to walk around and tell you about this one. Nicely presented 1970 Ford Mach 1, 428 non-Ram Air. Finished in bright medium blue. Cruising around here like we usually do. It's basically a mild Resto-Mod is what I would call it. Nicely presented. Has US mag Shelby style wheels on it, 17s front and rear, 245/50 17s in the rear and 225/50 17s up front. This particular gentleman purchased it for his collection from a father and son out of Rancho Cucamonga, California, and it was a multi-year project, that type of thing. We've run a Marty report on it. It appears to be finished in its factory bright blue. Very nice body. We've actually had it up on the lift and covered the undercarriage for you. All original floor pans, what it appears to be to me, and that type of thing. Was built in Dearborn, Mustang Mach 1, two-door sport roof, 428 Cobra Jet non-Ram Air. February 1970 production date. Bright blue metallic, black knit vinyl interior, which is new in it. Was been recently refreshed or renewed. All factory reproduction, Ford reproduction stuff on it. Has the correct black stripes on the hood from what I can tell. Noting the black hood stripe here on the Marty report. We'll have that posted at Spud's Garage. Has nicely updated four-wheel Wilwood disc brakes, power steering car. According to the Marty report, it has a 4-speed close ratio transmission in it. We'll get back to the axle ratio there and cover that at Spud's Garage, that type of thing. We'll go around inside. That underneath the hood here is a 428 or is an FE block that's built to 428 specs. We do not believe it to be the original engine of the car. It's been upgraded with dual quads. Of course, the 4-speed we just talked about in the factory 9-inch rear differential. Overall fit and finish very nice. Professional paint job on this car. You can pick up for a couple little flaws here and there. Very nice presentation. We drove it down here to the park. We'll give you a little taste of the test drive and we'll cover our review of that at Spud's Garage. In the trunk, the owner has a really nice, since it's already towards the mild Resto-Mod area of this car, it comes with a complete Dakota digital dash assembly that's to be installed in it. He has not installed it, but he's purchased it. They're not cheap, so to speak. So you would have to install it yourself. Hurst shifter. Look at the knit vinyl interior here. Get the seat here, pardon this. It's nice and tidy inside. Factory bucket seat interior. I'm assuming the door panels were renewed at the time of the interior renew. We'll get you underneath the hood and that type of thing in our video here like we usually do. But door jam to door jam overall. Very nice. Doors shut nice. Step back and let you take a look at it here, get a feel. The jet skis in the background, Lake Havasu here. Big event in town right now, so they're practicing. Facing near the lake here. Beautiful morning. Very nice straight body on it. Rear honeycomb panel on the back here. Again, the black hood stripes. The Dakota digital's in the trunk, and we'll actually open up the trunk, cover the trunk here for you like we usually do. Nice stance. Again, mild Resto-Mod. They've smoothed or eliminated the quarter marker light on the front and rear of the car. Light's just clearing over the hotel here, so it's perfect time to shoot this. This is probably a reproduction data tag when they did it. You can buy these from Marty Report. But the Marty Report is the actual build of this car. so that's based on that. All new door sill plates here. Flip the back seat here, get in the driver's side. Courtesy lights appear to be working throughout. Okay, we'll go over all the gauges in the dash here with you. The gauges themselves, the temp gauge is working, falls well within the normal zone, rides about middle when we drove it here. Speedometer, odometer reads 4,000 miles, but the speedometer is not operative. That's why they chose to order the Dakota digital dash for it. Factory tachometer's working. Fuel gauge is working at half tank. All right, we'll get you underneath the hood here, like we talked about during the walk around. Revert back to the spec sheet here. Originally built as a 428 Cobra Jet non-ram air car, 350 traction-lok rear axle, 4-speed transmission. Again, this will be posted close ratio at Spud's Garage. We've interviewed the owner, and he's connected with the prior owner trying to get specs on it, but we've taken photos of the chassis numbers and date codes on the block. It is not the original engine in the car, but it is, from what we can tell, is an FE block built to 428 specs. Nicely presented underneath the hood here. Runs and drives good. It's got a lot of power. Has 4-wheel power disc brakes like we talked about. Somebody's added a dual quad intake manifold setup with Holley carburetors and vacuum secondaries, it appears. It is a little bit on the cold-blooded side when we started it up this morning, so you'll want to not flood it. Recently, just over the past few days, they completely went through the cooling system and flushed it and put new coolant in it, that type of thing. The 428 engine, Cobra engine dress on it. It's like a new alternator, that type of thing. It has long tube headers with custom dual exhaust. We'll cover that as while we're the undercarriage. We'll cover that for you. Mentioned during the walk around, wanted to share the Dakota digital kit that's included with it. It is a complete kit in the box, straight from Dakota Digital. Right, we'll get you into the trunk here. Factory style matte, non-restored in here, but it does tell you the original color is the bright blue. You can see that there. We get to the undercarriage, it is a solid car. Looks like it had a new fuel tank in it. Back here. Alright, we got the 70 Mach 1 up on the lift. We're going to walk around while it's up on the lift here and kind of cover it from a straight on view and kind of give you a feel, and then we'll get around to the undercarriage as we cruise around here. This owner purchased it out of Rancho Cucamonga, California, and it shows to be an original solid California style car. We'll run a Marty report on it and all that kind of stuff. It's been mildly resto-modded with Wilwood disc brakes on it. You can see the calipers there. Up front are 225 50 R17s. We get at the date code here. Like we mentioned, very solid. You'll see factory pinch welds all along here. We get underneath, we'll cover the bottom side for you. Show you how the floor pans are nice and solid. Out back here are 245 150 R17s. These are US mags, Shelby style, Wilwood disc brakes on the rear, drilled slotted rotors. You'll see the factory pitch welds back here on the quarters. Finished, I believe, the factory blue. Again, we'll post a Marty report on it. Covering the date codes there so I can take a look when I get back to the shop here. My eyes can't get up there that good. Again, factory style rockers, Mach 1 trim. So again, 17s front and rear. Okay, we'll get you up front here first, undercarriage wise, after covering the outside there. Has Total Control Products suspension upgrade up front here. Upgraded tubular control arms, stabilizer bar, of course the Wilwood disc brakes we talked about. Rack and pinion steering here, Total Control Products there. You will see some rust style stains here. It looks like it had a freeze plug issue and they've had to put all new brass freeze plugs in it, so that's not an issue anymore. Nice suspension. We've went over the numbers on the block. We'll get the casting numbers for you at Spud's Garage and we'll actually decode them. We'll get the date code here. We took some photos. I haven't studied them yet. Again, go to Spud's Garage. We'll have photos of that. We're doing this before we do the walk-around photo shoot on the car. We'll do some research tonight, and we'll talk about a little bit about that when we do the undercarriage or the walk-around photo set. Original floor pans on this one, we talked about the rockers on the outside. You'll see the 4 rib points here. Reproduction floor pans on these would have 3 of these and not 4. At least that's what I know. I'm sure somebody will correct me on that if I'm wrong. You'll see the factory unibody. It is a, we'll cover the, we took a picture of the tag on the tranny. I think the tranny is probably original to it. 4-speed, it's original Mach 1 4-speed, from what I can tell. Again, we'll decode that. Nice structure here. Spring boxes. Ford 9-inch rear differential. We don't have any information on that. Custom dual exhaust. Kind of just driver style exhaust on it. The calipers, it does not, when they put the disc brakes on it, they did not put an emergency brake. I do see a bracket for the e-brake on the Wilwood application there. I don't know if those are convertible. I'm sure they probably are. Exhaust dual mufflers here, no crossover. Factory style mounts all back here. Looks like an updated fuel tank. Did notice this brake line is rather close to this exhaust pipe here. That's something the new owner might want to fix. And we're dealing with a collection here that has multiple cars in Lake Havasu. You'll see back here, it's all solid original. We showed you from the outside.